Hello, I'm Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and welcome back to my official channel.
Hello. Today is Wednesday, an absolutely wild day in the soap world, and I am still trying to catch my breath from what just dropped. The entire Spencer empire is literally shaking right now. To summarize, a routine DNA test just blew up the entire Logan and Spencer families, and nothing will ever be the same. Hello, I'm Emma Bennett from the B&B Spoilers YouTube channel. Oh my God, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen, I was eating dinner just casually, having some pasta, minding my own business, and I literally choked when I read this. My jaw dropped to the actual floor. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because I thought I was hallucinating. You guys, we need to talk about Will Spencer because the bomb that just dropped on The Bold and the Beautiful is going to change the entire landscape of Los Angeles forever. I am shaking typing this. So Will goes in for a routine medical checkup, right? Just a normal everyday health screening, probably something for insurance or a baseline physical. And they happen to run a DNA test as part of the blood work profile. And guess what? Will is not Bill Spencer's biological son. I repeat, Will is not Dollar Bill's son. I'm dead. I can't breathe. The audacity of these writers. Oh, wait, before that happened, actually, let me back up because the context makes this so much crazier. Remember how Bill has been acting lately? He's been on this massive high horse. He literally just used a loophole to poach Hope over to Logan Designs, which is insane, by the way. Steffi is literally threatening to sue everybody, and he's been bankrolling Katie's entire fashion house. Bill was practically gloating that Will got fired from Forrester Creations because it meant Will could come work for the Spencer family empire. Bill has been strutting around LA like he owns the place, talking about his legacy, his sons, Liam, Wyatt, and Will. Wyatt just came back to town and handed Bill the real $100 million Hope for the Future diamond, and Bill was feeling invincible. And now he finds out his youngest son, the one he shares with the supposed love of his life, Katie Logan, doesn't even share his blood. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen. Why would she do that? Katie Logan, the woman who constantly plays the moral high ground, the woman who acts like she is the only pure soul in Los Angeles, has been hiding a massive dark secret. When the DNA results came back, Bill obviously went into complete and total denial. Honestly, I would too. He was like, this is a mistake. The lab messed up. Someone is tampering with my life. He probably thought Ridge paid off a doctor to mess with him. But Katie didn't look confused. Katie completely broke down. She shattered into a million pieces. She started hyperventilating and crying because she knows she has been harboring this twisted secret from her past for years. And now it is finally out in the open. She needs to get it together, I swear, because the hypocrisy is actually making me sick. And don't even get me started on the fallout for Bill. Bill is losing his absolute mind. He is going completely unhinged. The bond that held him and Katie together, the only reason he bought her that fashion house, the only reason he tolerates the Logan family drama was Will. That bond just evaporated into thin air. Bill is tearing his office apart. He is screaming. He is threatening everyone. Liam and Wyatt are probably standing there in pure shock while their dad destroys a mahogany desk. He is demanding to know who the real father is, and honestly, he is going to burn the city to the ground to find out. This has triggered a massive media crisis for Spencer Publications. The press is having a field day. Dollar Bill Spencer cuckolded. I can already see the headline. Bill is a media mogul. He controls the news, but he cannot control this. The story is leaking everywhere, and it is a PR nightmare for both Spencer Publications and the newly launched Logan Designs. How are Katie and Bill supposed to stand on a runway and sell clothes when their entire family is a fraudulent lie? Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let's talk about Will for a second because I am actually so heartbroken for him. Poor Will. He just got fired from Forrester Creations because of that sleazy setup where he punched RJ. He's dealing with all this drama with Elektra. and now he has no name. He was finally finding his footing by joining his dad at Logan Designs, and now his entire identity is a lie. He feels completely lost and utterly betrayed by his own mother. Imagine waking up one day and realizing your dad, the billionaire who has controlled your entire life, isn't your dad. Will is spiraling, and honestly, I don't blame him. I forgot to mention earlier, but Will is already going through so much trauma. Remember when Luna was alive and doing all those evil, wicked things before she died in that accident? Will and Elektra went through hell, and then Ivy Forrester manipulated Elektra into breaking up with Will. Elektra is currently suspicious because Dylan is having a secret, passionate romance with RJ, and Elektra probably thinks Will is the one sneaking around with Dylan. It is a mess. And now Will has to deal with a paternity crisis. Give the boy a break. Okay, where was I? Right, so the media crisis and the Forrester reaction. Steffi Forrester is probably popping champagne right now. She's already furious that Hope secretly signed with Logan, and she's been preparing a brutal breach of contract lawsuit. Now she gets to watch the Spencer Logan alliance implode from the inside. Steffi is going to use this in court, I swear. She's going to be like, Your Honor, Katie Logan is a known liar. She lied about her own son's paternity. How can we trust her business contracts? The karma is so real. But here is the $1,000,000 question, the thing that has me literally pacing around my living room. Who is the father? Mark my words, this is going to end badly, but we need to look at the suspects. I have been doing the math. I have been looking at the timeline, and there are three major candidates that make my head spin. First up, Ridge Forrester. I know. It sounds crazy, but think about it. Ridge and Katie have a history. Remember when they were secretly hooking up and engaged years ago? What if the timeline is a little fuzzy? What if Katie and Ridge had a moment of weakness right around the time she got back with Bill? If Ridge is Will's father, that makes Will a Forrester. That means Will is RJ's half brother. RJ and Will hate each other. They literally got into a physical brawl at the office over Elektra, and now they might be brothers. I'm screaming. And Brooke, oh my God, Brooke would actually explode. Her sister having a baby with her husband, it would be the ultimate Logan betrayal. Brooke is already heartbroken that Hope betrayed her by going to Logan, but this would end Brooke and Katie's relationship forever. Okay, but what about candidate number 2, Eric Forrester? Honestly, this one makes me feel a little weird, but it's a soap, so anything is possible. Eric and Katie have always had this weirdly close bond. Eric literally designed Katie's entire first collection for Logan Designs before Ridge dragged him back to FC. Eric told Katie they would stand on the runway in victory together. What if their connection goes way deeper than we thought? What if Katie turned to Eric for comfort during one of her many breakups with Bill? If Eric is the dad, that makes Will a Forrester patriarch heir. It would explain why Eric was so eager to help Katie. But ew, Donna is with Eric. Donna would lose her mind. Donna is already having panic attacks trying to keep Hope secret. If she finds out Katie slept with her husband years ago, the Logan sisters are done. And finally, candidate number 3, and honestly, the one that would cause the most absolute chaos, Deacon Sharp. Yes, Deacon. Think about it. Deacon is the king of messy hookups. He slept with Brooke and had Hope. What if he also slept with Katie back in the day? If Deacon is Will's father, that means Will and Hope are half siblings. Hope is already dealing with Steffi's lawsuit, her mom's disappointment, and now she might find out her cousin is actually her brother. Plus, Deacon is currently caught up in this insane storyline with Taylor Hayes and Sheila. Sheila just barged into Taylor's office and caught Deacon and Taylor making out. Sheila is refusing to sign divorce papers and is demanding monitored visitation with Hayes and Finn. Imagine Sheila finding out Deacon has another kid with a Logan. Sheila would probably try to use Will as leverage or do something completely unhinged. Seriously. I was like, are you serious when I read this? Spoiler. It is so, so, so dramatic. The entire foundation of the show is shifting. Will is going to have to navigate life as a non Spencer. Is he going to change his last name? Is he going to run away? Electra is probably going to use this as an excuse to officially dump him for RJ because Electra only cares about the Forrester name anyway. And Dylan? Dylan is too busy having a secret passionate affair with RJ to even comfort Will. I'm calling it now. Bill is going to have a complete psychotic break. He has lost his control. And Dollar Bill without control is a dangerous, dangerous man. He is going to hire private investigators. He is going to hack medical records, and he is going to hunt down the man who slept with Katie. If it's Ridge, the Forrester versus Spencer war is going to turn into an actual bloodbath. If it's Deacon, Bill will probably burn Il Giardino to the ground with his bare hands. And what about Katie? Katie has lost everything. Bill is going to take Logan Designs away from her. He bankrolled it. He owns the building. He owns the money. Katie is going to be left with nothing, and Brooke isn't going to help her because they are currently in a massive feud. Katie is completely isolated. She built this whole narrative of being the victim, of being the good sister, and now she is the ultimate villain in Bill's eyes. Okay, I know I'm rambling and a bit all over the place, but you have to admit this is the most insane twist we've had in years. A routine DNA test. It's always the routine tests that get you on this show. I literally cannot wait for tomorrow's episode. I will be seated, I will have snacks, and I will be ready to watch Bill Spencer tear Los Angeles apart piece by piece. Who do you think is Will's real father, and who will Bill destroy first? Drop your wildest theories in the comments and subscribe for our next breakdown.
Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next videos. Please subscribe to my channel to see the latest videos.